So as we transition from self-management into this maturity, there's this area that we really needed to present that we talked about. We had a great conversation around, and so as you watch this video, hopefully you can relate to it. But it's how do we begin to understand where my gaps are, right? Where my blind spots are. So as you start to watch the video, you'll hear words like blind spots. You'll hear words like, how do I mature? And really, most importantly, out of that, I hope you capture that the way that you're going to really mature once you learn the concept is to have a coach. So if you haven't seen the other videos in this series, check out our 4 Lenses seminar playlist, and you'll have everything into context to help you understand these conversations we're now having with you. All right, so we finished self-awareness. Now we're going to talk about self-management. And to do that, I'm going to introduce you to this concept of maturity. It's a visual concept, so just play with me for just a minute, and then I'm going to put you into your groups, and you're going to start doing some work together at your table groups. We talk about maturity is you have to understand there's these 2 walls that exist in our lives. So I'm going to use these walls here to represent. Over on this side, I call this wall our low mature wall, and this wall is considered our high mature wall. Now there's some principles associated with these walls. One, they're connected by a continuum. So and all of us are on this continuum. You don't get to be off the continuum. That's one. Second part of this is we're facing one or the other wall. You don't get to just be neutral and go, I don't feel like being mature today. You're either being low mature or you're being high mature. Okay? And then the third principle is whichever wall you're facing, that's where you're moving towards. So if I'm facing the low mature wall, that's where my actions, my behaviors and stuff are going to take me into that way. So these walls exist, continuums, so everybody gets the idea. Also existing on these walls are 2, in your mind, place a mirror on this wall. So it's a nice big mirror over here and a window on this wall. So we've got low mature, mirror, high mature, window. We don't get to go through life independent of other humans. So as I'm going through life, there are other humans on the other side of these walls that I'm trying to work with, I'm trying to lead, I'm trying to live with, whatever it is. They exist on the other side of these walls. And my communication to them then comes through based off of which wall I'm facing. Does that make sense? Couple words that describe this wall, the low mature wall. 2 words in particular. It's about pride and self-interest. Okay? And none of this is in your book. So I apologize. We're getting it added to your little booklet. So we don't have in your book. So the goals are like, where's this page at? So I saw Jessica back there like, oh, I don't know what to do with this. So just kind of, that's why it's a visual thing. I'm trying to tie into that creative side over there if you can, right? So we got this visual. So we got low mature wall, mirror, pride, self-interest. High mature wall, window, it's about humility and others. Okay, so we got this set up. We're on this continuum. We're facing one of these walls. We're behaving in ways that is having some impact, positively or negatively, with the humans that we're trying to interact with. Last part of this. On the other side of the wall, beyond the humans, is a goal, a vision, something that we're trying to work towards. Okay, that's key. On the other side of this wall is my vision, my desire, what I'm trying to work to, because this wall is all about who? It's about me. This wall is about who? Others, right? Everybody but me. Although it's me, I'm there, I'm playing this. So it looks like this. I'm facing the low mature wall. This is where our temperament now comes into play. That our temperaments have specific behaviors. Right, wrong, or different. They come out. And if I'm facing the low mature wall, my negative aspects of my behavior mostly come out. If I'm facing the high mature wall, the positive aspects of my... So we talked about greens, for example, their greatest strength is what? Competence. If I'm facing the high mature wall, it is a strength because I'm using my competence to be part of a team that's moving somewhere. It's my weakness because it's about my competence. And because I'm looking in a mirror, tell me if you haven't ever felt this way, If you have a leader, somebody that you worked with, maybe a kid, whatever it is, right? If you're facing a low mature wall, the other people on the other side of the wall feel like objects. All they are is a means to help you accomplish what it is you're trying to accomplish. Have you worked in a place where you sit there, I feel like I'm an object? The only good I am for them is when I produce this or I produce that. And so that's the negative aspect of what happens when we're facing the low mature wall, is that people become objects to us. Whereas I'm facing the high mature wall, because of the window, I now see you. I see you through the window, I see where we're trying to get to, and now it's a whole different interaction. Because I see you as a human, and not do I see you as a human, I see you as somebody that's equal to me, that has great value, and between the two of us, or the five of us, we're trying to get somewhere. Let's figure out how to get there. So that's what maturity is. Our ability to understand, and the last part of these walls is this. The default wall, the wall of default, if I didn't understand that they exist, the wall of default is the low mature wall. As humans, we are all about preserving ourselves. If I'm in a family and I'm a member of the family and I don't know where the family's going, right? We haven't been clear. There's not clarity about where we're going, why we're going there, why we're doing what we're doing. Then I just revert to what I'm trying to do. If I'm in an organization, a team, this is my team right here. You're my leader, and you gave us absolutely no clarity about what we're about as a team. Then it's in my nature to then just go, okay, well then I'm just going to do my job. And I'm going to do my job what I think I should be doing it. And also it's having an impact on you, and it's having an impact on you, and you've left, right? Because it's just one of those things. So the lack of clarity then makes it so that, and so that's why a lot of people are going through life facing the low mature wall. A lot of parents are interacting with children facing the low mature wall, right? So let's talk about what that looks like. So at your table groups, any questions about that? Any clarifications about that?
So how did you define mature again?
So maturity is the ability that I have to, one, deliberately, because I can only face this wall deliberately, and as I'm facing that wall, I'm interested in where we are going, and then seeing the humans that are there and having a discussion and working with them as equals and in this communication that we have. So I'm not seeing them by temperament. I am seeing them by temperament, but I'm seeing them as a part of we as compared to me. That's the biggest difference. So can you move from this idea of me to we? That's really the question. So I'm going to give you an opportunity now. We're going to give you some paper somewhere. We got some paper at the back. We'll give you a piece of paper. Same thing now. It's your table groups. Create a poster. And now what I want you to capture is think about the last 72 hours of your life. Just the last 2 or 3 days. You don't have to go very far, because I guarantee you that all of us probably exhibited some low mature behavior even this morning, right? Or whatever it is. So I want you to identify what was a low mature behavior that you now know exhibited. Well, generally it's you got frustrated, you got upset, you got angry, things didn't go your way, whatever it was. So what was the behavior? Right? So I got frustrated. That'd be an example. I got really frustrated. Well, frustrated is not the behavior. What I want to know is how did you behave because you got frustrated? Oh, I just shut them off. I didn't listen to them anymore. I was just done with them at that meeting at work, right? That's a low mature behavior, right? So all I want to do is capture in your real world, on your sheet here, we'll give you 5 minutes or so, just capture whatever low mature behaviors that you're willing to share with the group. So if you liked what we talked about, it's all right here. Click below, get a copy of your book. Do it now. And oh, by the way, it's free.